Welcome to our generation where we educate, empower, and inspire. And I'm super excited for my guest tonight. I've been like back to back. I interviewed someone yesterday. Are you leaving? I'm just gonna put my stuff in the car and then start getting ready. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Don't forget
period.
my drink. Yes, I did. This is on recording, so me calling you out.
She's like, I'm gonna play back.
I had to make sure because she make my drink good. That's Miss Latoya. Y'all make sure y'all come in and check her out. She's like, don't do
Miss
that.
Latoya, yes.
My bad, but she is good. She makes my drink good. But anyway, so I'll be
Love
having
it.
vanilla cardamom with balanced.
Yes.
And I have to get a half a teaspoon.
Yes.
Remember, it's half a teaspoon.
I got butter today, so.
Oh, that's what my daughter did last time. I said, I'm glad you let me know. Because I'd have been like, boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
And it'd been like, oh.
On another planet, period.
Anyway, so this what happens when you have it at the coffee shop. You just don't know where you're going to be. Cute little doggy.
Right. It's so sweet.
So welcome, and I'm excited to have Jiamia here. We met at our paths have crossed several times.
Yes.
And then we officially met at one of Janessa's events, right?
Right.
And then you came to P30. Mm-hmm. No, we met at P30.
Right. Yeah.
Because Brandon, you guys had come in and was looking at the space.
Yeah.
You said you had heard about me, which is so weird when people say that,
right?
And then we met. We really was able to converse more. And then so I love your story. I love what you are providing for the community. And just your spirit in general. Mm-hmm. And so I'm excited to have you on my show. So please let everybody know your name, your background, kind of where you from. Just talk to us.
Yes, I'm happy to. And I really appreciate you too. Likewise, on just the energy and just getting to know people out in community. That's always the best. Just organically, having the universe align you with people. So I'm grateful for that too. But yes, I'm Jiamia. I'm also known as Black Butterfly, the Fruity Yogi. You can find me on social media under the Fruity Yogi or Black Butterfly. So yeah, that's typically how people.
So you said Fruity Yogi?
The Fruity Yogi.
Fruity Yogi. What made you come up with that name?
Oh my gosh. So of course, being a juicer, having my juice business, having Jab of Juice for as long as I have, I'm like, I want to have my own persona. Like, yes, I'm a juicer. Yes, I have this business, but what sets just this aspect of me aside, and how does this intersect with my wellness, my yoga journey?
Yeah.
So that's how I ended up coming up with that name.
I love that. I love it. So you were a yoga instructor.
Yes.
You juice, obviously. You mentioned that. How long you been doing that?
How long have I been juicing?
Yeah.
It's been about 4 years now for myself. And it really started during COVID. Yeah. And I mean, mind you, I had people in my family that would juice. My mom would juice. People in the community would juice. And it was always something that I was intrigued by, but didn't necessarily feel like I had the time to do.
Yeah.
And then I really started to feel unwell in mind and spirit and body in my relationship at that time. I'm like, I need to do something that's actually going to help me equalize and like what I'm seeing in the mirror.
No, absolutely. I used to juice when my daughter was little. I had the Jack or whatever, that big ass juicer.
Yeah.
I wore that thing out. I had to throw it in the trash. It stopped working. I was so sad. But I never got one again, but I feel like I want to, because I always pay attention to what I put on my body. It don't always be good choices, because we all have those things, but when it comes to like teas and vegetables and fruit, like if I had a choice of a spread, I would go to those things before I would go to a meat.
Yes, same.
I've always been that way, and so to be able to incorporate, I would mix up all kinds of stuff. My nephews and nieces remember, because they're older than my daughter, so the youngest nephew is 26 and my daughter's 19, but they're the closest. And so he remembers when he would always be at the house that he would remember me juicing.
I love that.
Yeah,
period. Those are like really good memories too as children, to be able to retain that, your guides or your people are really open to just something that's different than what society is like pushing down our throats.
Definitely.
Right now. And that's to be out of mind, out of body, out of spirit.
And then the scraps I would take and make bread.
Okay.
Yes.
Look at you.
It was like, yeah, no, for real. Like, I just remembered that. I sure did do that. Like, I was all in it.
Oh my God.
And I love to bake. I love I love to bake. So I think I think you've inspired me to get back to it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
It's the Capricorn energy.
I know. Yes, we
are. Okay, I hear being influencers.
Yes.
So yes, but I would say as far as my background, no, I have a strong passion for community and just being feet on the ground, being with my people. So really that was conjured up when I worked at the post office for some time. I was a union representative. So I was representing over.
You've always been an advocate.
Yes, I've always been in the advocacy space.
Wow.
So then that grew. I ended up doing volunteership with the Julian Center, then grew from there into the position that I'm holding now as an anti-trafficking survivors advocate, working in the legal justice system.
Yeah.
But actually about to transfer out of this position into IUND as a survivor specialist, subject matter expert, teacher, outreach. So many different aspects of that position I'm super excited for and encouraged by, but also just knowing that like this isn't just work that I do, but it's genuinely who I am. It's what I know to be as far as my calling and my purpose.
Isn't that so different from going to a job just to make money to live?
Yes.
It feels different. Like we was talking about earlier, like I'm always doing something. And people are like, you're always doing something, but what else would I be doing?
Right.
Like I have no desire to sit at home and just chill out. I'm want to be doing something now. Don't get me wrong. There are times when I need that.
Okay, listen.
But for the most part, like I'm always like, I get my energy and my fuel from being around people by, helping people. And now I'm an empath big time. And it's really, really starting to show itself. Like I was driving to Louisville on Saturday and there was a lot of traffic and it was like, fire trucks or whatever. And I went past this car and it had flipped over and was in the bushes.
Oh my God.
And like the emotions that I got, I literally like grabbed my chest and I was like, that was really weird. Like as I drove past it was something that I felt that I hadn't felt before. I like really I felt for that person.
Yes.
And I'm very empathetic, but it was just different this time. And I've been feeling like my empathy has been, I don't know, it's just
them vibrations are circulating and especially too, and of course having had experienced you outside of just this podcast, you're doing a lot of self-work to tap in. And if y'all don't take anything else away from this podcast, is how genuine it takes hold of your life when you prioritize self-work and self-discovery.
Absolutely.
And that literally magnifies how you're able to show up for others, how you're able to receive others, how you're able to receive what's in front of you, or even watching how aspects of your life are growing and just being there for it. Like I tell you what, even just getting this new position, for a second I was like, okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna not talk about it at all, just at the same time.
But then you're like, wait a minute.
I worked hard.
Right.
Okay, I put in a lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of work to be where I am now. And it's okay to not feel like I have to be humble or I need to shrink myself.
Yeah. No, you can bring it to her. Yeah.
We got the tea coming in.
Got the tea. So what kind did you get?
So I got the peach cobbler.
Oh, wait a minute. Peach cobbler.
Yeah. It's real good. And I got the I got the buttered actually.
Oh,
so I'm gonna be feeling real lifted.
You're gonna be chilling out.
I'm excited. I am excited. I'm gonna let this cool down while we
peach
chat.
Cobbler. That's I've not had that one.
I know. Last time I got it, it was really good.
Apple cider is one of my favorites too.
Uncover this. Ooh, yeah.
Isn't that tea always piping hot? Piping hot.
It is, but it's okay. I'm gonna let it cool off. Yes. But what was I even saying? I don't even remember.
Oh, talking about your job and how like you wanted to not speak, but then you're like, why not? Let me.
Stop playing small. Right. And I genuinely believe when you do that self work, when you do that self actualization, it invites you to not feel like you need to play small or feed into that, imposter syndrome, feeling like you're not ready for this. Like, it's here in your face.
It's scary though, and I've really been really paying attention to that. Like, I have hit a certain level in this partnership that I have with Legal Shield, and like the top position of the company, but I always knew I could do it.
Yes.
And so my mentor was like, "So how does it feel?" And I said, "You know what? Now I feel like the income matches my value."
Ooh, you better.
And like I'm now literally getting like it's equal. Yes. And I have never experienced that. Gosh. And so it's like now that I've reached that level, how can you go back?
Yep.
Like it's impossible. What did they say? Once the mind expands, it's impossible to go back.
Yeah.
And so each level that we go in our life, every time we learn something, like you said, that self-discovery, like it plays a huge part in how you move in life.
And just really helping us access our divinity and that purpose, that passion, living life to the fullest, day in and day out. So many individuals are muting themselves to be able to be happy and to feel passion. Like, why placate into what is normalized instead of just being a badass and being fine and sexy and popping your shit?
Right. And it's when you come across other people, they like that. They want that.
Yes,
they want what you have, but it don't always align.
Because I know last time we talked, we went on
we was here for a couple hours, by the way. Yes. And so
about these people.
No, it is, and I'm really seeing that. Like, and it's okay. I used to feel bad, and I used to feel like maybe I'm not being understanding or open to how they are. But if they just don't fit, they just don't fit.
Period.
And I'm okay with that now.
Yeah.
Like, if you bring a level of anxiety to me, I don't want that. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean that I don't care for you. But that place, you can't hold that place. And that's very hard to do, especially when you have a soul tie with somebody.
Yeah.
And we've talked, we had talked about that. And it's just.
And a lot has happened since
honey child. But it's a process, and I used to tell my friend, like, "Oh, here you go again, talking about that saint. I thought you weren't gonna let him back in," and then it's just like, but you know what? It's not a bad thing because it's going to continue to happen until the cycle has been cycled.
Okay, the cycle has been cycled.
Like
it's cut.
But done, until that, it's got to run its course.
Yeah, you're so right. And actually, I went on a blocking spree.
Okay. My friend tells me to block. I can't block people. It's probably what my problem is. But I just won't block people. I just will look at, okay.
But you know what? It took a lot of time for me to be that, to just say boundary, boom. Like, don't even worry about it. You'll see me when you see me. If the universe provides, okay? Otherwise, you won't. Or you won't have that access anyway.
Yeah.
But yes, no. In all actuality, I had to literally change my phone number to keep myself in check. To say, now, if you give this person your phone number,
right. That's deep.
You playing into this, baby girl.
That's deep.
So now we gotta hold you accountable.
Ooh, that's hard.
So now we gotta check ourselves in the mirror. Like, what is keeping you grounded in this?
Yeah.
What is keeping? And it's like, if it's a good thing,
great,
realize it.
Yeah.
If it's something bad, realize it. Like, and don't shame yourself. It's just understanding what is keeping you here.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And even now that I've released these individuals, and one in particular who will go unnamed on this podcast, but he knows who he is.
Yeah, right.
I'm
proud of you. I am proud of you.
He watches this. I hope he listens to this, because I definitely want to emphasize how precise I am and what is meant for me. There will be no question. And that is what is helping me discover my needs and what pleases me and what makes me feel sexy and what keeps me around for real instead of a trauma bond. Because now I'm analyzing what serves my energy.
Yeah.
And it's okay to do that. As women, we oftentimes let that shit sit to the side because we don't want someone to think us to be too much, too bad, too sassy, too this, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Instead of just
the right person will be okay with it, and I see that a lot. I had a reading. I don't know if you know Brittany Jones.
Yes.
Okay, so she did my
Queen, okay.
Yeah, so shout out to Brittany. She did my birth chart reading, which was dope. I actually feel like I need to go over it again because that's a lot of information.
Yes.
And then Sarah, you know Sarah. So she had an event at her Epicenter. Sarah Epicenter.
Shout out.
So she had an event and Brittany was there and she did a reading, and I never ever do love readings. I just allow it to pop up where it goes. But this time specifically, I feel like where I'm at in my life, like I needed to have one, and it was very, very interesting what she said. Like she said, there is love in very, very close, but it's not with the ones that are already here.
Ooh,
and that's hard.
So, wow.
And she named the which I will not say, but she named the sign. And so I'm sitting here like, okay, who has this?
Okay, because that sends me a lot of the time. Because now I'm waiting.
Like when I meet someone, I wonder what your sign is.
I'm waiting to sit up and ask that very first question.
Right, but it's completely opposite from what I have been attracting, which is very interesting to me. So it was very eye opening, and I had texted her. I sent her a message. It was probably about 3 weeks ago, and I was like, I'm struggling with this, letting go.
Yeah.
And she sent me a list of questions.
Okay.
It's on my Facebook. I mean, it's on my message, but it was really good because it was questions like, do you feel safe?
Yes.
Do you feel seen? And it was just, I was like, you know what? Those are perfect questions to have. I think I'm going to post them. They're perfect questions to have when you are going in or on any level with somebody, because you have to check in with yourself.
Yes.
Because it's easy to get caught up.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you might have good conversation. You might have the connection, and I'm really slow to react now. Like there's a gentleman, he might listen to this, he might not. It is what it is. He wants to be in a relationship with me, but I'm not ready. And I told him that I want to build a friendship.
Yeah.
Like I'm real big on that right now because I've been married twice.
Yeah.
I rushed into both of them. I'm not doing that again. But you feel some type of way about that.
Boo. Tomato.
But you know what? I can't change how you feel. You're a great guy.
No.
And you bring great qualities, but then it also makes me feel like when people do stuff to get something in return, so you say you're such a great guy and you do all these things, but this is what you get. Well, isn't that's your character? It's going to be like that.
If that's who you are,
then it don't matter what the reaction the other person gives you. You're going to still be in who you are. Yes. That just may not be the person.
Yes.
It doesn't make it a bad thing. It doesn't make that person. And I really feel like we get so caught up in they have to respond to us, and if they don't, then something's wrong with them.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Y'all just not a match.
Yes, I totally agree, and it's wild because I actually had this 2-week love affair not too long ago.
I love that 2-week love affair.
This guy, I'm thinking that this is the end. Like the conversations are electrifying.
Those are
fine. If he ever listens to this, he knows who he is. Fine. Okay. And I just knew in my heart of hearts, this is the one. Okay, this is finally it. I've been waiting all this time for this person. And like I said, conversations are perfect. He asked me if I wanted to spend the whole day with him. We go to brunch, we do this, we do that.
I love that.
Together. I'm like, that's my love language, is quality time with somebody.
Food. Yes, spend time to feed me, baby. We good.
Yes. So then we ended up spending time together. Things led from one thing to another. And we ended up being in bed together, spending time. And yeah, after that, he just immediately started acting different.
Oh, I hate that.
Immediately started acting different. And in my mind, I know myself. So I'm not worried. It was just more or less like, okay, did I not check in enough? Did I not vet this person enough before I just gave him the goods this way? And I was, reflecting on this with a friend after this person ended up texting me 3 days later, basically saying he's a mess, not a good place to date right now, after literally just talking about having family relations and
wow.
And at the end of the day, I was very much like, great, cool, I'm happy for you. Peace be unto you.
Yeah.
At the same time, I do have to mentally check in. And I feel like it's really good as we continue to build relationships with people and just even do self-discovery. What are you not looking at? What red flags are you ignoring to service?
Yeah, absolutely.
Other parts of your energy that may be lacking.
Yeah. And I'm real funny about now, like having that sexual energy with somebody. Because that is a lot.
Yes.
And so I have to be very careful about how I do that, because I know me, and I'm not being arrogant, but I know me. I know my energy.
Period. No, for real.
And
for real,
they won't go away. So I have to be very mindful of that. It's not only just for myself, but it's for you.
Yes. And it's wild. I had this thought earlier, just reflecting on life, because that's what we do as human beings.
Yes.
And during this reflection, I had the thought of, how passionate I am as a lover. And I know that can scare people off. And that's okay.
Or it can make them psychos.
That. Because I've had the both.
Right. Me too.
I've definitely had the both, especially in reference to the last person we talked about from last time. I literally had to change my number because, otherwise it would have been.
Yeah, mine popped up at.
Yeah, like you said, the cycle would have been cycling.
No, for real. I try to, and you show up at the place that I frequent.
See.
Okay. Yeah.
Said okay. See, that's why I've been put up at home.
Right. I'm like, oh well, be like the Jehovah's Witness. I'm not answering the door.
Okay, don't play. Don't play.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, but I know for me, I am excited for my person or people. I'm open. I'm open, baby.
Right.
At the same time, I'm open to receiving. I'm not forcing anything.
Yeah.
And he maybe wanted a reaction out of me. To be like, oh, what did I do? Well, man. Like, okay, cool. I'm glad we had fun.
No, that part, yep.
Like,
it was great while it lasted.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
And I realized that's an aspect of me too that I've been wanting to lean more heavily into, of just receiving moments and people as they
and
come
with
and
no
as they are.
with no expectation, with no, because Capricorns are planners.
Attachments. Capricorns have problems with attachment.
Why you say that out loud? So if we choose to not attach to you, it's because
you're not it,
and it can become a problem. But yeah, no, I love talking with you.
Likewise,
we are so similar but different, which I love.
Yeah, I really enjoy just being able to unpack things, especially just because I journal. And again, do a lot of that self-discovery, and I meditate and I do yoga. But when you're actually on a platform and you're able to profess to the world, like, this is what I'm willing to receive. This is what I'm nurturing in the world as well. Like, it sets a different tone.
It does.
Yeah.
So you do yoga too?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Black Butterfly, because I love that name.
Thank you. Yes, of course. Follow me on social media at the Fruity Yogi, but you'll also see on there my name is Black Butterfly. That said, though, I've been practicing yoga for about 8 years. So I grew up my whole life as a dancer. I did ballet. I did contemporary. Nice. I was on a professional team. I had a personal instructor, you know. And when she passed away, I just really distanced myself from the dance world, I'll say. But I always had that ingrained in my heart. I love to just move my body. And yoga, I really didn't have any understanding about. In the first class that I took, I'm like, why is this white lady going so fast? Like, I had all these thoughts in my mind. I'm like, I should not be here. This is not a place for me. This is not meant for me. And I continued to go back, and I realized that it was not just for my physical movement that I needed, but my energy was literally dormant in my body, especially having been in a relationship at that time for 8 years, and it was a lot of fuckery and very toxic. And also having 2 children. I didn't do prenatal yoga. I didn't know anything about it. I knew about bouncing on a ball. Right, on something else. But but that's it. Like, I didn't know there were other aspects that I could take on to have a more holistic birthing experience. So with that, I want to shout that out too, because the moms out here, shout out to y'all. But yes, with that, and ingraining myself with having a better understanding of my energy and my peace, that is what yoga opened up. It was like a floodgate. And then I went and, started working out a whole lot. I was on this wellness journey. And then Deshaun, shout out to Paradise, okay. Shoot, direct messaged me and was like, yo, you hitting that warrior pose like a mug. Like, what's up? Come to yoga class. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You are hosting yoga classes. So, yeah, I will. And I started going to his Saturday yoga classes, and then saw that application sitting on the table for yoga teacher training. I said, you know what? Took it back to my sisters, told them, I said, hey, I should do this or no? And they said, yes, sis. Like, do that shit. Do that. You would be a perfect instructor. And then went, did it. Now I'm here. And been teaching. And
how long has it been?
It's been about a year and some change.
Okay.
Yep, since I got it.
Yeah. So you're a yoga instructor, you juice. Are those 2 main things, like, that are your personal companies, jobs, businesses?
Pretty much. Then I'm also a contractor, so I do a lot of movement work, organizing work in the community.
Nice.
So I teach on racial justice, and I've been landing a lot of good contracts on making sure that people are building their competency around supporting Black and African American communities, and particularly Black and African American girls in our youth.
Very nice.
So been building a lot of curriculum around the sexual abuse to prison pipeline, and how that shows up in every single industry that we have present to us right now. And really how anti-Blackness is just accessible for the masses in general. And it's a target on Black lives. So, I teach on that. Let me know if you ever want to get together.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And talk about how we can make sure that we are protecting ourselves, not just in the physical, but in the mental and the celestial, connecting with our ancestors and our roots and each other. So, I would say that that's really the other arm that I function with.
I love
a lot
that.
Of the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, it's been a journey. I've had people walk out of my trainings. I've had individuals try to call my job to get me fired.
Wow.
All because I use the words white supremacy in my presentations. It's wild, I'm thankful, though, that what is in me isn't just on me. I was born this way. I was born this way, and it was for me to know my history. It was for me to know who I am through and through. And so yeah, some people they tried it.
It's not gonna happen.
No, because it only gets better from here.
Yeah.
The more I connect with my people and my ancestors and my roots, the better it gets from here. It hurts, yeah, but life can be painful.
Yeah.
It's just about analyzing the ways that you can make it peaceful.
Yeah.
And demanding that shit, calling that power back, taking it back. If anything, ain't playing no games. Okay.
No, absolutely. So what was a point in your life where you knew you was gonna become an entrepreneur?
Oh, this is such a good question. Because I really had no idea. If you had talked to me 10 years ago, I'm 31. You had talked to me when I was 21, I'd have looked you in your face like, I'm not even happy with myself. What are you talking about?
Right, yeah.
Like, leave me alone. I'm trying to live.
Yeah.
I'm trying to survive.
That part, yeah.
And then I analyzed that I had a purpose. You know, I just didn't know what it was or what connected me to other people for real. I felt very strange growing up. I mean, I had fun. You know, I met wonderful individuals, but my circle was very small because I felt genuinely that there were only people that could understand me, who could truly see me through and through. If you only saw me surface level, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah. You've read, I think we've had this conversation. You've read the four agreements, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
I feel like I need to get some kickback on that because I bring that book up a lot. So whoever wrote the book, like I literally feel like I need to carry them around with me because that's such.
Start handing them out. They're only like $4 on Amazon, y'all.
It's such a powerful book, and it just said to what you were saying, like you didn't know who you were, and it's because when we're reared, when we're put into this family, we're conformed to be what they want.
Yes,
and then one day you're like, the hell?
Yeah.
No, that does not align with my spirit.
Right.
And then you do a complete 360, and now people say, well, you're not the same person, or, you know, don't forget where you came from. But that may not even been where I was supposed to be.
Right.
You put me there because I had no choice.
Yeah.
But I have a choice now.
Because, I mean, again, just like the surface level bullshit. To have a thorough understanding of Jiamia is to know that she's deep.
Yep.
Okay. And to only catch that surface level shit is to, like, okay, limit yourself. That's great. Yeah. But it's only imperative for me to build connections where people can receive me through. And so, as an entrepreneur, I realized that being in these spaces, I could only feel connected to my purpose if I was like unapologetic as fuck. And that's when I popped out in 2020, like in my bed. It came to me in my dream, which my dreams are very loud to me and very vocal and very present. I have a lot of things and ideas and concepts that come to me in my dreams. And yeah. Woke up one morning, hopped off the porch with it, literally submitted my LLC paperwork.
Nice.
Got everything together that I need to.
Yeah.
Secured a logo.
Yeah.
Yes. But then also I will say, and want to definitely give credit where it's due, my parents, my mom and my stepdad, growing up, I did see them start and continue a really good business in renovation and real estate.
Okay.
And so, but that, I mean, that was their mission.
Right.
I didn't feel connected to that. So that's why I attribute it to, like, I felt strange. I didn't understand myself. There were various parts of life that
I didn't. You said something that was interesting. I don't mean to interrupt you, but it just made me think, like, you didn't feel connected to what they're doing. How many times do us as parents want to create generational wealth and we want to pass on what we're doing to our kids? But what if they're not connected to it?
Yeah. I mean, even my juice business, Jab of Juice, Jab is the acronym from both of my kids' names. So the purpose of this business was to create generational wealth. But I've had a couple checks from people that's like, baby girl, them kids may not want anything to do with your juice business. So what is going to happen then? What are you going to do with it? What is your succession plan?
Yeah.
And it's to have a well-rounded understanding that like your kids are people and human beings, and they're very intelligent, and they can decide for themselves where life leads. And you can pray and teach and support and
maybe
empower.
Maybe that succession is they sell the business off, take the profits to that, and do what you want to do with it.
Period.
Yeah.
And I would be very happy with that.
So you just made me think. So I'm going to my daughter, like I mentioned, she's 19. So I'm going to ask her, is she connected to what I'm doing?
That's a beautiful question.
It is, and I thank you for that. You made me think of that, because I always tell her I'm doing this for you, but why say it if she ain't connected? It doesn't make it a bad thing.
Yeah. Right.
Then if someone else is connected with it, then I need to bring them on board.
Yes. Yeah. I've thought about that.
And it don't have to be family. It could be, and like the young people that I work with, in particular these young 5 guys. No, there are 4 of them. I tell them I'm building my nonprofit for the young people to run. It may be run by people that I don't even, that aren't. Look at my daughter.
Yeah.
It may be them. So just to be open, to what could come through our journey, not to be so close-minded and think, oh, only family has to inherit this.
Right.
That may not necessarily be.
Yeah. It's about community.
Yes.
It's about all of us really making it happen. So
absolutely.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And I mean, that even makes me think about just like collaboratively how important it is for especially us in the wellness industry and the public safety industry, but just people in general, how important it is for us to collaborate with each other and not feel like we need to do this shit alone and we need to isolate ourselves. And that's the only way we can be an entrepreneur. You gotta, stay up all night, all day. Like, lean on your community. You don't have to do everything. And I had a hard time setting shit down.
Oh, absolutely.
Being an entrepreneur, being a business owner at that, and starting my business. I wanted to form the website. I wanted to, do all the blogs. I wanted to do the outreach. I wanted to make the juice. I wanted to curate the juice. I wanted to do the juice tastings. I wanted to make the connections and the partnerships.
Yeah. No.
I don't have enough hours in the day, especially
or
when I've just
in your
about,
mind. Like there's no possible way.
No. Yeah. So yeah, y'all. Advice: definitely feel free to give up control.
Yes.
Let the ego sit to the side.
And I like how you said, even collaboration, building community, build your ecosystem. So like I have a tax person that has been doing taxes for the trucking company ever since it was created. But now I'm building this network of women, and I contacted the girl, and I was like, hey, like I'm going to move stuff over. Like I want to do business with people that do business with me. And that really solidified for me, because one of my mentors, he makes $1 million a year, and he said, follow your dollar. And he took that even further. So he had a landscaper that would come in and do his yard, and he's very big in legal shit. Like he's one of the top earners, and just he takes that very seriously.
That's beautiful.
And his biggest thing is empowerment, and really helping people to live out their purpose.
Yes.
For whatever that looks like to you. And so the guy was like, they was talking, and he was like, I would love to show you what I do that allows me to pay you. And the guy was like, oh yeah, we can sit and meet. And he was going to, talk to him about legal shit or whatever. And the guy stood him up. And never called, never said anything. He texted him, are you good? Blah, blah. So that following week, he showed up on Thursday to do his yard. So my mentor went out there, Darnell Self, shout out to him. He has a podcast on self-talk experience, check it out. But the guy was Gary Stark, and he walked out there and was like, hey man, what happened? Like, I miss you. Everything good? He was like, oh yeah, I just had some stuff come up, like real nonchalant, like not a big deal. And his point to this is also everybody's time is valuable. I took time out of my day. You don't know what I had to do to make a point to be at the coffee shop what I had to sacrifice, what I had to maneuver to be there, and then you just like didn't show up.
Yeah.
You see, you know what? You can go ahead and load your stuff back on the truck.
Period. Period.
I was like, that is some hard shit right there. Like literally, you have to have the posture to be like, you know, all right, dude, like, no, go ahead and load that stuff back up. He was like, man, why? He was like, because like and the guy was like, well, I'm sorry, I apologize. He was like, I forgive you, but I don't have to accept your apology. I was like, that was powerful, just in that particular, that small of a lesson. Like, what I got from that is have the posture and know your value.
Yes.
And do business with people that do business with you.
Yeah.
Why would we not?
Right. Exactly.
And then you curate your ecosystem.
Right. Right.
To keep everything in house. So I'm wanting a tax person. I'm wanting a bookkeeper. I'm wanting everybody in house. Like that's what this is for.
Yep. Right.
Why would I go through a phone book or Facebook and find somebody that I don't know when I know somebody that does it?
Right.
That doesn't even make sense.
Right.
Why am I asking for recommendations when I already know people on my timeline that do that?
And have connected with them. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Right. Right.
I don't know why I said all that, but I felt moved to say it. I don't even know where that was going.
No, and it all came together because just how there can be a lack of collaboration. Yes. Because we are, as people who are doing our absolute best every day, day in and day out, it can feel like you're fighting for scraps sometimes. And it's important to know that will continue. That cycle will keep cycling. Okay, I take that shit. I'm gonna let you have it. Okay, listen, because at the end of the day, we're only going to continue to keep looking at that instead of collaborating together and building that ecosystem, building that network.
And collaboration doesn't always mean exchange of money.
Yes. Yes. It could be an exchange of ideas.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many times people have dropped dimes on me. And I've just been like,
no, for real.
I didn't even ask for this download, but thank you so much. No, and I'm forever in gratitude of these individuals who have really helped me in my creative ability and my creative sense of self, if anything. Because it feels good to have people who see you and are willing to share with you and willing to help you build. Yeah. Because it just feels good to know that the people that you are exchanging energy with, that they feel the same way about you.
No, for real.
It feels good.
Yeah.
So I couldn't agree more.
Like one of the things that I want to do is I'm gonna like in a circle create. So like with the trucking company, we're ready to expand.
Okay, period.
So I want to put like the trucking company in the middle, and okay, what branches off from that?
Yes.
So I have a friend of mine that does. She helps trucking companies get up and running, compliance and everything. And me and her have talked about having a school for ex-felons to learn to get their CDLs. Well, she already has an ex-felon program, entrepreneur program. So why would I not have her be a branch?
Yes. Yes. Right.
And then finance. Why would a dispatch meeting, collaborating people? Why, when you meet all these people, why don't you find a space for them?
Yes. Yes.
Everybody's eating,
right?
Because I don't want to do all that.
Listen,
but I want to expand. I want to be able to offer it. I want to be able to part of it.
Yeah.
But I can't physically or mentally do it all.
Yeah.
So bring somebody in that's what they do.
Right.
Like when they speak about it, that's what they do.
Yeah. Facts. And we weren't made to do absolutely everything. We weren't even made to multitask. We were made to just
whoever said I'm a great multitasker, I hate you, because that is not true. Multitasking will stress you the fuck out.
It will stress you the fuck out. I can agree more.
As I've gotten older, I've learned fuck that multitasking. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everything that I've done now is half-assed.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating.
Right.
And you get exhausted.
Yes. You tire yourself out. Yeah. But it's good to at least have that awareness to know, I'm doing too much. I'll feel that sense of heaviness. And I've even had, a very strong presence of like, you're doing too fucking much.
Me too. Every time.
Down.
Yeah.
One of my elders come right in my face like, girl.
Yeah.
How many times I need to tell you?
No,
I need to make your neck hurt.
I
need to make your back hurt.
Oh, right. I'm about to cause you some type of pain because you're not listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm feeling good. And what is it, butter?
I ain't even got my drink.
I'm ready to lay out on this couch.
I ain't even got my drink yet. She over there ignoring. She over there yelling at me, y'all. She yelling at me. No, but this has been great. We're gonna have to do a part 2 because I feel like we could go on for hours. And I think, how long has it been? Oh my God, 45 minutes.
Yes, period.
Yes,
and if y'all want to catch me out,
yes,
I'm actually going to be teaching classes at the Health Club, which is one of the collaborators. You'll also be able to catch Jab of Juice there starting in the next month. Yay! And then also at P30, I'll be teaching there, also providing juice. Yes. And then every other Wednesday, we have Wind Down Wednesdays off of Shaylin. So yeah, again, follow me at the Fruity Yogi to keep up with us. At least come take a yoga class to get some juice. Yeah. Or to just even be in community.
Absolutely.
Shut shit down.
And you're doing something with Danielle.
No, but I love her. Shout out to the Chocolate Queen.
Yeah, me and her were supposed to meet today. I feel sad that we didn't get a chance to, but yeah, I don't know what I thought. No, that's Camille and Sky because they're doing okay.
Yes, they're having the retreat.
Yes, under the stars, camping. Yeah,
I wish I was gonna be here. I'll be in Jamaica for 9 days, so I'm about to be. I'm actually going to be getting a yoga teacher certification.
Yes.
Again.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited to be able to, build my own capacity.
Yes.
Excuse me. My own capacity for just teaching and self-awareness.
So I need to send you. You need to go to Costa Rica with us in December.
Yes, you did tell me about that. So please send it to me. Because I'll go for sure.
Oh my God.
Because this is about to be a retreat too, and I really love retreats. I love the whole concept and the process of it. So I definitely need that in my life.
Yes. So Sarah and Ariel and Bunny, they're ones, and then Serena, they're all putting it up. Yes.
You like, I
know. And that's actually, it's in December. Your birthday is in December or January?
January.
January
17th.
Okay, because mine is December 30th. So I was like, that's a perfect birthday gift for myself.
Yes, it is. Oh, that's gonna be so amazing.
Yes.
Just definitely let me know because I'll be there.
I will.
I'll be there. But yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, I love this. I just love how we can just talk and chit chat about just anything.
Yeah.
And I feel like, we was just chit chatting.
Yes.
But I love that. But so thank you for all the nuggets that you brought. Thank you for just being you, being open and bring that spirit of playfulness and just love. And that's what we all need, no matter what happens in life. Bring your ass.
Peace.
Bring your ass.
You hear me? I'm like, peace, y'all. Yes, shout out to you, Queen. You're amazing.
Thank you. I'm excited for this to continue and us to build. I talked to Ryan the other day.
Yeah.
I know.
He's so funny.
He is. So I'm excited. I was getting the update on with his project and all that, and I'm excited for all that to happen. And so a lot of good things are happening around the city.
Yes, I agree. I'm looking forward to it. Yep. I'm here for it all.
Oh,
another thing too that's about to be happening in the city. Any singles out there? Now that we did have a conversation about just life and relationships. So follow us at Singles Mingles Indie.
Okay.
So we will be having a new group that curates singles mingle spaces. So people who identify as single or maybe not single but looking
I love that. You're so. I identify as single. Like, can we?
Come and check us out on Instagram. We will be having events soon. We'll have chocolate tastings. We'll have kissing booths. We'll have balloon popping sessions going on.
Kissing booths?
Yes. Even exclusive dinner parties. Okay, so much to come.
Oh, so you about to? I'm excited about that.
And 30 and over.
So I'm going to identify as single.
Okay. Yes, we love that for you, baby girl. Go ahead, queen.
Yes. That's gonna be so much fun.
Yes, it will. It will. 30 and only. 30 and over only. So if you are under 30. This might not be the space for you.
Okay.
We're trying to resource some sugar daddies and sugar mamas, but that also is not mandatory. We just want you to go have fun.
Oh my God. I love this. You'll never know what you're going to get on my show.
Yes.
I just love it.
And we actually have 4 different yoga instructors that are going to be teaching a yoga class for a singles mingle. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's about to be lit.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Yes, follow us, singles mingle.
Because you know they say you single until you marry.
Yeah, that's why I said if you're not, but you're looking, or even if you're like at the end of the ropes with some shit,
and
you're just ready to live your best life, like come on, we'll receive you.
Yes. All right, catch me at the single mingles. I'm probably gonna upset some people with that.
That's okay. And come outside,
but. It is what it is.
Period. We're not worried about what nobody thinks.
We're doing
what serves our energy.
Absolutely. Say that again. Doing what serves our energy, and it doesn't make it wrong.
Nope.
And do what serves your energy, so you can stay out of my energy.
Yes.
And then maybe our energies will come back.
Maybe. If not, though, you're going to be riding off in the abyss with a new person, okay? After you hung out at singles mingle.
Oh my God. Anyway, well, on that note, we are out. This has been Melissa Shaw with Our Generation. Yeah. I know y'all been educated. I know y'all been inspired and empowered to just go and live your life and do what serves you.
Yes.
And stop cycling the cycle.
Peace and love, y'all.
Yes, we are out.
Yes.
It never wants to stop.